Day 2 of taking every STM bus from lowest to highest. Today, bus 11. The bus 11 during the weekdays comes about every 25 to 30 minutes and a little more often between 12 and 5 p.m. and on the weekends about every 15 to 25 minutes. The bus starts on De La Roche, which is pretty residential, and the cross street Rachel, which is busy with La Fontaine park goers, and then you also have a convenient little dépanneur right outside the stop. Now here comes the bus. Let's get on it and see where we go. Once on the bus, you can see that the beginning of this bus route is mostly residential. Then we get up to Mount Royal, where the bus would normally turn, but during the summer the street is closed for pedestrians, and where we can also give a shout out to the iconic St. Viateur Bagel and Cafe. So then it goes to continue its summer route on St. Joseph, which again is mostly residential. Here on Park, it becomes a little more commercial, with a few shops and restaurants, some with small but beautiful terraces. The bus makes its way back to Mount Royal, and in passing, there is a beautiful park of Jean Mance, a huge park where you can take a load off and enjoy a beautiful Montreal summer's day. Then as we reach the Mount Royal mountain, you can see the start of the huge hiking and biking trails. Then as we go up the mountain where the Mount Royal Cross and Sunset Lookout are, were even more beautiful at night, but still just as amazing during the day, you can see almost the entire city along with the Olympic Stadium, which has huge history in Montreal. Then as we continue heading back down the mountain, there's still so much more to see, such as the Mount Royal Cemetery, which was opened in 1852 and is open to the public Monday to Sunday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Then as you continue going along, you pass by the SPVM Cavalry and Canine Unit, where they have the horseback patrol and canines. Their unique skills help officers manage crowds, search difficult areas, and find missing people. Then just a bit further down, you have the second entrance to the same Mount Royal Cemetery we passed earlier. As you turn away from the cemetery, you catch a glimpse of the St. Joseph Oratory in the horizon, and then completely across the cemetery is the Mount Royal Park, which is home to Beaver Lake and Beaver Lake Pavilion, which offers a snack bar, a playground for kids, and much, much more, such as some pictures and info of the history on the area. Once off the mountain, we head on Côte des Neiges towards Ridgewood, which is home to mid-century red brick apartments and condos on a quite steep hill in a cul-de-sac, where residents are brought up and down this hilly street by this bus. Then we hit the final stretch of Côte des Neiges, passing Queen Mary, a Pharmaprix, a Metro, a few little shops and restaurants, an SAQ, a Renault Bray, and a McDonald's. Then we hit Notre Dame College, where again you can see the St. Joseph Oratory in the background, and you can see the huge sports field that Notre Dame College has to offer. Finally, at the 11 terminus on La Combe and Côte des Neiges, you have the Côte des Neiges metro station right across the street. You have a pub and a few more shops and restaurants down the street, as well as a gas station and a national bank. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, help me out and like, share, follow along for more STM bus tours.